So yet again, I want to talk about something I absolutely hate, despise, and it makes me sick. And it's been years and I'm still fuming about it. And I have so many ideas regarding that, but I don't think I'll be able to remember all of it right now. So I believe I'll make some other videos regarding that. But generally speaking, sorry, my VTuber model is tweaking, but it happens, and I don't know what is going on. Anyway, what I want to talk about is how not only people, but even the stuff we consume, the stuff we see all the time, is, I don't know, it makes my stomach churn. And what I'm talking about is that a lot of people prefer, but other people are at least, um if not straight, then at least aromantic over asexual. And this idea might be I don't know, controversial, but it's not a lie to say that people prefer, how to say, sexual stuff over just romantic stuff. That's why, um I guess a lot of aromantic, no wait, hold on, asexual people struggle because our society just relies on sexual stuff so much that to find a partner, a romantic partner, that you do not want to have physical stuff in the bed is nearly impossible. And I've seen so many people on the internet saying that they still have a partner that craves to have sexual stuff, and even if the other partner is asexual, they how to say, meet, I guess, in the middle by having smexy time at least once a month or once a week. I don't remember clearly, but that's still not meeting in the middle, because the asexual person doesn't enjoy it. It's a chore. Like you just lay in the bed and be like, let's just get this over with. That's not really meeting in the middle, because the other person is gonna enjoy this and you're not gonna enjoy this. I don't know how I feel about this, but what I hate even more about this, a romantic person over a sexual person, if I remember correctly how to say this, because I tend to say stuff the other way around, um is that this is portrayed a lot, and I mean a lot, in the stuff we consume. For example, the Japanese anime, manga, and other comics from Asia. And don't get me wrong, I know there's yaoi and yuri and so on, this BL stuff, GL stuff. But I mean, I want to talk more about the stuff that is not GL, BL, but they're the characters in the anime or manga, they're made to be straight against their will. And I mean the characters will. Because I've read so many stuff that when you create characters, the characters literally won't stop listening to you, and they will do just whatever they want. They almost become their own human beings and so on, entities. And it's so funny when the authors are throwing themselves into making them as straight as possible, which makes them the other way around, which makes them look gay, for example. And it's this queer baiting that we see a lot in like current anime. And there was like extremely like one bad like anime season where a lot of animes in that season were like queer baiting people. And I mean the characters, the main protagonists themselves are like fighting against like straight allegations. And it's so funny. And I don't know if y'all figuring this out, but I'm mainly talking about Vanitas no Carte. I don't remember how it's in English. The case study of Vanitas? Or am I tweaking? Something like that. So I'm talking about Vanitas and Noe, and there's also the two girls that they're the author is making them like they're pairing them together. Which is like really funny. Like I could talk days about like at least this anime. Because when I stumbled upon this, I was excited of the animation, the style of like the characters and everything, and the setting and so on was spectacular. And then everything went downhill. Vanitas kind of sexually assaulted, like, what's her name again? I should have googled this before. The white haired girl, the short wire, well, the short white haired girl, yeah. So he wouldn't like die. I was like, I would rather be gone than sexually assault someone to get out of the situation. But like anyway, that's not the point of the video. Even though it's nasty, and they found it like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, no, it's not cute. It's not cute. Ew. Anyway, where do I start about Vanitas and Noia? Like them hoes are pinning for one another so bad that the author made them supposedly fall in love with females that look like their how to say male counterparts. Like, for example, Vanitas and that white-haired girl. Noia literally has white hair, white short hair. And then Noia was paired with like the black-haired girl vampire girl. She also has black hair like Vanitas, and I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. And then what really annoys me is that the only thing that I see between the males and females in the animation, like between Vanitas and the white-haired girl, and Noia and that vampire girl, black-haired girl, is at the most is sexual attraction. Sexual attraction, because I understand everyone in that show is like hot and smexy and so on. Like, I understand. But the romantic love is literally between Vanitas and Noia. And that's why I started this video about how people prefer aromantic people over asexual people. That people enjoy more sexual stuff, not romantic stuff. People don't believe that romantic love is not on the same field as like sexual love, sexual like attraction. And which boggles my mind. Like, what? What? Ugh, like, be so for real. Like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And I see so many fans, oh my god, Vanitas and that white hair girl, no, and that black hair girl, vampire girl. And I'm like, those two girls are literally also romantically in love. At least romantically, but also partially sexually, because they both find each other, like the girls find each other hot. And you can't deny this fact, they say that themselves. They would like freeze and look at them, and they would be in awe, and I'm like, oh, okay, are these characters in denial, or the author is like against their will making them straight, like fully straight? I don't mean like bisexual. And that's why it annoys me that sexual stuff is put in number one place, and romantic stuff leaves stays like in the end, which is like, ew, nasty idea. Like, what do you mean they're not the same? But also, between vanitas and Noia, there's like a lot of sexual like tensions. But since that would mean they're like gay, the people are like, no, 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 the straight ships are like better. I'm like, the characters themselves are like fighting. Noia doesn't even look bisexual, at least to me. Partially, but like not fully, because you can't deny the fact that Noia was like literally, at least romantically or somehow, in love as a child with like um the brother of the girl who's he's shipped like currently. The was he also a vampire? Like, I don't remember the whole story, but like I saw more connection between those two dudes than the sister. Like, uh, like bro, literally Noah has like a thing for like black hair. Anyway, so after I watched like a season, or like were there two seasons, I don't follow what's going on in there, because I know this author has flopped the previous like anime or manga they made as well, because there were some queer baiting stuff there, I believe, as well. So I don't have like much hope for this anime too much, because I went to Japan and I bought so many mangas, and then I love like the drawing style of Vanitas no Carte, but the stuff that's going on in there, it's just ew. Ew, like, Outer, what are you doing? Your characters are fighting the straight allegations with their life, and you're making them against their will to be straight. And there's so many instances like that in animations that it's crazy. Like, the bromance goes so hard, it's like one step away from them doing stuff in the bedroom. And then suddenly 20 years pass and you see them married with like girls and having children. And I'm like, ooh, ooh. Partially, I understand what the authors are doing, because like most of the anime that we see is like created by Japanese people, and I don't know, don't attack me, but like it's not a lie that, how to say, I mean, Japanese and females view things differently, at least. But at the end of the day, when spoken with like Japanese girls, they want to create like family and kids. And I'm not sure they care about love, because even romantic or like sexual love, they don't favor love. They don't put love in the first place, because their whole society is pushing them just to like marry someone that is of the different gender as you and to have kids. So being not straight is not really even like a possibility, because like there's not much freedom from the for the gay community in Japan. Maybe in the bigger cities there might be more like open-minded people, but like in the smaller cities, it's, even for the younger generation, their like mind follows the older generation's views. To this day, like I went to Japan like a few years ago. I lived there for a while, and some people did like questionnaire of the young generation, and I mean like young generation, the ones that are in university right now. They asked what they think about tattoos, and like most of the like university students said that they relate tattoos to yakuza. To this day, even if the person is female and not from Japan. What do you mean they're in yakuza? I don't think there are many like foreigners in Yakuza in the first place. Maybe the Asians more, but like white people, like, like what, like the generations are changing, but the change in the generations is not really like going on too much. They're a bit more open-minded, but they still see a white person with like yellow hair and they're like, oh my god, they almost like crash a car just to look at you. And that happened with me. I saw a Japanese dude like making a turn and then he saw me walking on the sidewalk and he was like swerving so hard as close to me and like looking at me, almost breaking his neck and almost going into like a car accident. Like, and my hair was not even yellow, like really yellow, because I went to Japan with my half yellow painted hair. Wasn't a good decision because, like, in that city where I lived, like, there were only like three people with yellow hair, and we were all foreigners. And my real hair was not even yellow, like it was brown. I had to tell people it's not my real hair. Because you go to a shop and they're like, even small children, they see you and they're like, oh my god, yellow hair. And they literally almost like scream in the shop. Of course, they don't speak like in English, but like I understand some Japanese, like, so I know what they say. Anyway, that's not the topic of today. Like, I tend to like sidetrack. Yeah, so I hate when people favor a romantic people over a sexual people because they favor sexual stuff more than romantic stuff and also more straight stuff than gay stuff. And when this like apple and pen and combines, it becomes twice as toxic. Yeah, so oh my god, I've been speaking for so much, nobody gonna listen to me. Okay, sorry, that's it for this topic. Maybe I will continue it next time because I have so much anger regarding this. Like it's disgusting. Okay, bye. Sorry. Thanks.